Thanks so much for being here. The new album is called Everybody Needs a Hero, and the show is at Polaris Hall tonight, and it's sold out. What does that feel like to come into a city? You've never been to Portland, correct? Is that what we discussed?
I've passed through, but I've never played one of my shows here.
So you come to a city you've never performed in, and your show is sold out. That's got to be a good feeling.
It's the magic of the internet.
I can't imagine. That's so cool. I love that. Scarlett, before going any further, I'm a geek about things like this, so I have to ask, what do you think of our upright Steinway piano?
I think it's beautiful.
Because, see, to the folks in the crowd, it might look like a piece of junk, but that's a very precious instrument, really. Paul McCartney has played that very piano.
Oh.
Yeah, uh-huh. We don't know for sure that's true, but we say it a lot. We say it a lot. Now, back to you, Orla. You have had a presence on YouTube for quite some time. You currently have 300,000 subscribers, which is nothing to scoff at. When did you first start hopping on YouTube, and how did all that get started?
I was super young. I was like maybe 14 or so, and I was like in Dublin where I grew up. And I don't know, I think you have like a confidence at that age that makes like absolutely no sense. I've been playing guitar for like 2 weeks, and I was like, everyone must hear me. But I was too young to do any of the like open mics near me. So, and I was a fan of other people on YouTube. Like, it seems like such a normal thing to do, but it was it felt really exciting at the time, like watching other artists play songs like in their bathroom, because the reverb was good. There was something really like charming and like bootleg about the whole thing, and I just wanted to invite myself to the party.
And we're glad you did. Is that where the title for your first album came from? Girl on the Internet?
Woman on the Internet.
Woman
yeah,
on the Internet.
It sort of, yeah. It ended up being like a lyric that was in. Yeah, I think sometimes when you write a set of songs, I've found that like there's a thread that runs through them sometimes that you don't notice till after the fact. So the lyric of like the woman on the internet, it's not necessarily me. It's more like, I don't know, this kind of mythical figure, like someone you look up to for kind of guidance and help. So, but I guess it kind of is me as well.
I love that you're documenting your first major North American tour on YouTube. You can watch the videos. So far, this looks like there's only one episode. Is that right?
That's true.
Well,
I'm editing episode 2.
We're on pins and needles for episode 2. I love that you're documenting it. You're coming to America at a peculiar time. I don't know if you follow U.S. politics, but things are a little bit kooky right now.
Really?
I won't go into any more detail because I try to stay middle of the road. I want everyone to love me, but things are kooky. So
yes.
Do you feel like American audiences need a distraction? They're looking to you and other artists for just a little respite from the craziness?
I think so, yeah. I've thought a lot about whether I should be referencing it on stage, and I think how I've settled with it is like, it's not helpful. It's not helpful. Like, no one needs me to get up and be like, crazy times, right? It's like, obviously, crazy times.
Yeah.
But there's nothing I can do. I think all I can do is like provide distraction, escape, let people like forget about all of that for like an hour and a half, you know? So I think it is a weird time to be here, and I think at first I felt a little like silly in a way, you know. It's like coming here and like singing your songs feels a bit indulgent. I'm not out here saving the world, you know.
No, but it's super important. Music is, at times like
so,
this
yeah.
are more important than ever. Don't you agree? Yeah. Yes.
I certainly do. Like when I'm in a time of crisis, like I need that. So I suppose that's how I've settled with it, is that like if I can provide spaces where people can just forget for a little bit, then that's fine with me.
Let's talk about the shows. Does the Orla Gartland Wheel of Fortune appear at every show?
It does.
And can you explain
Scarlett
that?
hates the wheel. The wheel.
I love the wheel.
I love the wheel too. So the Wheel of Fortune, because I've never toured here before, so there's a huge backlog of music that I would love to play all the songs, but
you can't play all the songs.
We'd be up there for hours. So yeah, how I settled with it. I also didn't want the responsibility of picking the old songs, because I was starting to get messages from people being like, I'm driving from North Carolina for 12 hours, and if you don't play this deep cut, like I'm gonna throw something on the stage. I was like, okay. So the wheel basically absolves me of any responsibility, which I like. But yeah, there was someone who came to the shows who's on my Patreon. A person called Sam made the wheel, because we couldn't, you know, it's a huge physical wooden thing.
They did a great job with it.
Amazing job. And it's still in one piece, which is amazing, because, you know, it's been in and out of trailers. It's like the wheel has no idea the journey that it has been on.
You always ask an audience member to come up and to spin the wheel.
Yeah, there
pick
are
a song.
two spins of the wheel, and we do a little dance before there's like a theme song.
There's a big intro, big game show announcer guy. Yeah.
We're not doing the wheel in like a shy way. It's like
not at all.
You have to own the wheel. But it's been amazing. People have been getting up and like, now that they know it's a thing, there's a lot of like choreo going on that I'm witnessing. You know, and people get up and I'm like, okay, we're gonna dance now. And they're like, yeah, no problem.
It's such a brilliant idea. I just love it. A couple more quick questions for you. You're on tour, and you once described touring like camping. You said it's about as comfortable as camping.
Yes.
Is that true?
It
Is
is
it
true.
rough?
It is true.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say I've had a shower now, but
Hooray!
Not until I go to this building. It's like
We have
it
pretty
is
nice
camping.
facilities here at this building. Thank
Really
goodness.
nice showers.
Yeah. You know the band Inhaler? They've all showered here.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I'd known that before I was in the shower. I would have relished it a bit more.
And I just want to say something about that band. They made a real mess. There were towels everywhere. That's Bono's son, is the lead singer. He should know better.
I know. I agree. That's
Yeah.
great that they've showered here. That's sick.
They're right. They're boys. Exactly. Last question. You mentioned once in an interview that your advice to other artists that are touring is to try to find some vegetables. Yes. Well, you're in the vegan and vegetarian capital of the United States.
Okay, where should we eat then?
Well, I'm not a vegetarian. I have no idea. We'll get you some tips.
Okay, please do.
I thought someone might have some tips. See, we have some ideas for you.
Okay, I'll be going around with a little notebook after then.
I'll put together a little list for you. Well, thank you both for being here. Your delights. Love your music. One more time for Orla Gartland.